the market dictates what's valuable, right? At the end of the day, everything is overvalued. Tesla's overvalued. Microsoft's over. All of this is propagated through money printing, right? So no one actually knows the real valuation
Yeah,
because if you're making $50 million a year, but your company is valued, it should be a 10x from the 50 million, but instead your company is valued 100x. What I believe we're already in the hyperinflation period. The faster we're able to get money and accelerate the exchange of hands of money, the quicker our economies will be because people get money faster, they spend the money faster into businesses, right? So everything will speed up in terms of economic development, you know? I think one thing too that I think people don't take into account is the fact that crypto's 24/7. So it's always going to be more volatile than the stock market, right? I believe in this space. I've put all my time, energy, money, resources into this space because I want this to be the future. And when you want something to be the future, then you invest into that, right?
This is the Mooncast.
See you, Space Cowboy.
Dude, I am ridiculously busy, like ridiculously busy. But I'm still running the podcast every week. I still find time to talk to any founder or anybody within the Web3 space at least once a week because I feel I have an obligation to my audience. You know, I started this thing about almost 2 years ago, and I don't want to stop it. You know, I feel like I really enjoy podcasting, and
yeah,
I enjoy educating people through conversation. You know,
yeah,
and
definitely. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. It's
yeah,
it's kind of same here because we got a lot of work lately, and I got other job too. I combine them because I think the crypto is the future, but in the same time, you need to make more money for living. You
yeah,
need to combine the stuff. I'm
yeah,
engineer.
absolutely.
Yeah, I am a electrical engineer. So I'm in the how to say it in in a power station, in a power station engineer.
Oh wow, how long did it take you to study that?
Oh, I study for it 7 years, but actually, you need to work it to learn what you are doing. It's not about study; it's about to learn the work itself. Almost took me almost. I am there like 15 years, and it took you at least 5 years to work it to understand what you are doing. Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
no,
like a crypto, you know. In the crypto, in the beginning of the crypto, you are like totally lost what you are doing,
yeah,
how you do it, and so on and so on.
yeah. It's like with
So
anything in life.
yeah, tell us when you want to start our conversation, what you want to talk. Do
Oh,
you
we're
got
already
something in
starting.
mind? Yeah, yeah, but do you have something in mind, or just free talks about crypto, about what's the place now, what in what place we are in the crypto now, and in
Yeah,
general?
yeah, absolutely. I wanted to talk to you a lot about the market and also to talk about, you know, Shield Guard later on too as well to see what the updates are with Shield Guard, how far you guys have gotten. And because I find your project very interesting, you know, I just haven't had time to really, bro. When I tell you I'm so busy, it's ridiculous, man. It's literally nonstop, nonstop. You know, I just came back from the gym, then I had a meeting, then now the podcast, then after that, then I have another meeting, then after that I have to read a 60 or 50 page long proposal. So it's just and in the meantime I'm managing a couple of different real estate projects. Then on top of that, I just now closed a deal for agricultural farming for 200 acres. So
Oh,
yeah, so it's but I tell you it's crazy, bro. But you know I love it. I love it. You know, at the end of the day, it's fun. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you about your overall sentiment on the market. I know last time we spoke at the Pan Blockchain Association event
yeah,
in person, we talked a little bit about the markets and where we thought things were gonna go, and I just want to know a little bit. First of all, I want to thank you so much for coming back on too as well, taking time out of your day because I know you're also busy. You probably have a bunch of stuff going on too as well. So I really appreciate that. And I want to know your overall consensus on the market. Where do you think we're going in 2025? Did you think that we would get to 100K before the end of 2024? Because I wasn't sure actually. I knew we would be higher. I didn't know if you would hit 100K before. I thought we would get to like 90-ish. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Are you shocked about the 100K move in Bitcoin? Where do you think the market is going? How do you see the industry developing as a whole?
Yeah, thank you for your invitation. I'm very happy to be here. We know it's you in real person, but we really don't have the time lately. It's the same for me. We are working very hard. We visit some blockchain events. We visit some very interesting events. We will talk for them a little bit later because they were really interesting to see where the crypto is going. What's the sentiment now and what's happening in the crypto world. But about the 100K, I'm not shocked. In the moment when I saw Donald Trump winning, I was sure the news will sell it, and probably because the crypto is you could be never sure. You never could be sure what's happening because a lot of manipulations, a lot of how to say it, a lot of background stuff are happening that's trying to take your money away. But in the
Yeah.
same time, the sentiment was right. The wave, the trend was right, and I actually was waiting for those 100Ks. Well, about the 200Ks, I'm not so sure, mate. I cannot give financial advices. You know, that's the first thing people say on the internet. I'm not financial advisor. Don't listen to me. I'm just a guy who likes crypto, and I don't know. I don't really know. I think 2025 will be very bullish for the crypto market. I wait a lot of good stuff to happen, but in the same time, it's a lot of volatile market. A lot of things are happening in the same time, and you could be never sure are you in the down position or it's going to go. So one of my for the new people, one of what I could tell to the people who are new to the crypto, uh, try try to make reasonable investments, just what you really could lose. And last year when the market was pretty down, around 80K, I think it was something like 18K, and it was a very good moment to make some buys and to wait, and maybe if you really trust in the crypto market, you could invest in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and wait for the next 5 years, something like that. If you are not feeling sure what you're doing, just make your investment and wait at least 4 or 5 years. Uh, because when I start, maybe before, I'm not very sure now, maybe 5 years ago with the crypto, I make a lot of bad decisions. I try to trade, I like to try everything. Uh, I actually like stock trading too, but I prefer to spot trade there. Make the moment, buy some good stocks, buy something from S&P 500, and wait for it for the next 10 years. That's a good strategy for investment. But in the same time, crypto is so fast, so volatile. You wait every minute, and even I get caught by the FOMO, fear of missing opportunity. So be careful what you're doing. And to be honest, I think a lot of the people who are new in the crypto will lose their money. Will lose at least 80-90% of their money, and then they may start making some gains. That's my vision. Of
Yeah,
course, just to say something, of course, you always have that friends of yours who invest in that meme, who make 100x's and he's millionaire and you are broke. So that's part of the game.
Yeah, I think the main thing what you're trying to say is that you need to outweigh that risk to reward and see what you're comfortable with. Some people are okay just doing moderate risk, while
Yeah,
others are okay taking extreme risk. Think about what it is that you're willing to lose, because if you have a family and kids and etc. and you're
yeah,
putting your
definitely.
whole life savings, you need to be thinking about these things, because then how are you going to support your family? You know, you just pissed away all your savings for your family, especially in these types of times where I think I believe we're already in the hyperinflation period. I think this is the last bit, the last run of fiat. You know, before the whole thing, this whole system crashes. Right? You see real estate properties in countries like Eastern Europe, for instance, which are don't have as much economic productivity as like Western Europe, and you see housing prices are like 500,000, 400,000. And so it's not sustainable to have asset values just continue to inflate the way that they're inflating, from real estate to land to crypto to stocks. So eventually there has to be a reset, and people are suffering, because of this inflation a lot, and the middle classes are getting squeezed a lot because of this. So we know that the game has to end at some point. We just
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know exactly the time frame. I predicted back in 2013 that I said by 2040 I thought that the West would crash completely. Everyone thought I was crazy at that time. Obviously it was super super early, but I could see warning signs. I've studied some of the fallen empires, and a lot of times it's very very slow and gradual, then all at once. Imagine 10xing your earnings capacity to 100K per year while working remotely at the comfort of your own home. We are in the exponential growth phase of technological advancements. That means AI, AR, VR, robotics, and of course, Web3 technologies taking over the job market. At HeliCode Academy, we train students on Web3 hard skills and link them to employment in the job market. Find out more at helicode.xyz. And as always, see you, Space Cowboy. You know,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, exactly. It will not fall in a minute. It will not fall in weeks. It will happen with years. But in the same time, I still think that the inflation, the only way to beat up the inflation is to invest in something that you could hold your money as a value. Some of the big companies, some of the big stock companies, and maybe now the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all those big crypto. But let me rephrase it. I do not put in the same boat the big stock companies and the Bitcoin in the moment. Just for the moment, yes, trillions are the capitalization of the Bitcoin now. But in the same time, it's pretty volatile. It's very volatile. It's still those basement of the stock market. That's a hidden dark place where you go when you want to risk your money and lose them. In the same time, yes, it gives you the opportunity to make a lot of money. That's part of the game. That's my vision. If you want to risk it, then you could try to make something to change the way you perceive the reality. So you could not expect to make a millions with $200, $300. It's impossible. Even if you make it with some meme coin, with some for me to make from 200 to one, even $1,000, if you make with $1,000 a million, it will be like a lottery. You do not have the understanding of the crypto to hold those money. Probably you'll lose them in the next few weeks. So change your way of perception the crypto, change the way of your perception of the investments, and maybe in a few years, maybe more, that knowledge will help you not just to gain the money, but to gain the understanding how it's happening, how the process is happening. And that's why for me, in the moment, crypto is so risky, so volatile, but in the same time, it's like a new world.
Yeah, it's true, and I like to just caveat, add a little bit of value to this, what you just said too, as well, just to help the audience understand a little bit of discrepancies between, you know, Bitcoin and for me crypto, because I kind of try to separate them because for me Bitcoin is kind of like a savings vehicle, kind of like
Yes.
I see it as like an ETF or something like that, that you can actually save your purchasing power in the future by putting it into Bitcoin. No matter the price, just put it into Bitcoin and wait 5-10 years, you'll be just fine in terms of purchasing power, right? Whereas
Uh,
the altcoins are slightly nuanced because they're more companies like yours or mine's, or different companies that leverage blockchain technology to orchestrate goods and services or enhance goods and services within the market, right? Like you're leveraging the technology itself to create a better model from the existing model, or you're revamping an old model, right? Something like this.
yeah, yeah, exactly,
And so
exactly.
this,
I like what you said. If
yeah,
you want to feel safe in the crypto, as I said before, feeling safe in crypto is it's not possible. But let's say it. If you want to sleep a little bit better in the crypto, invest in Bitcoin. That's
yeah,
the that will be most stable coin in the crypto. It's built like that. He's like the king of crypto, and when he goes down, everything goes down. If he goes up, everything goes up. So the Bitcoin is the king of crypto, and if you believe in the crypto at all, yes, he will lead. He will lead. Uh, I like what you said. If you like the altcoins, they are a little bit more risky. Try to read the fundamentals behind them. Because let's say just a little bit about our platform, because it's pretty much connected to what we are talking about now. What we are trying to do in Shieldguard is almost the same. We try to evaluate the risks in different projects, in different influencers, and in different mm, trends in the moment in the crypto. We try to evaluate them and to help people to get a better decisions. We are not giving some signals. We are not giving some signals where you need to invest your money. We are giving the information. And a little bit later, I will explain a little bit more about our project and where we are, what's our vision and where we are heading. Because I think it will be very interesting for you to tell you the news about us, to tell you what we are thinking to do. It will be very interesting. But just a little bit more. When you invest in altcoins, there are two types of altcoins. Those with the technology, like Chainlink, like Avalanche, like let's say Sui, and in the same time, though there in top 100 are a lot of meme coins, like Doge, like Shiba Inu, like I
ten
don't know what
percent,
Doc with head
ten
was.
percent.
Yeah,
ten
yeah, yeah,
percent of the entire coin market cap in the top 100 right now is meme coins, which
yeah.
is
That's
insane.
madness. That's madness.
Yeah,
But in the same time, they are part of the culture of the crypto. They change the perception of the crypto. Of course, everything. I listen a lot of different. I don't know how to say it to them. They're kind of influencers, but people who talk about crypto, and some of them got a very interesting understanding for the meme coins and why they change the crypto world. And in the same time, my vision about those meme coins are, well, I don't know how to say it. It's a lot of manipulations there, a lot of hard manipulations where a lot of Ethereum, Solana, or those kind of whales just manipulate the market and they make it. Let's say you like some meme token, and in the moment they invest, let's say $1 million, it becomes trending. It becomes huge thing in the crypto world, and that manipulation helps to be seen by everyone, and then a lot of people just throwing their money there. They think they will be millionaires, and the whales take their part, and if it's not sure if the meme will survive. uh, I don't know how to explain it to the new people in the crypto. What's the real risk of memes token? I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you understand my point of view? A huge manipulation where the risk management is absolutely zero. You don't have
Yeah.
risk management for something it's nothing. It's a picture of a frog for goddamn, and million of dollars got invested in that frog.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I have different perspectives on meme coins, right? I do see it as a liquidity bootstrapping vehicle as well as a community builder. That's a one way and one angle to look at it. And then there's a lot of scams within it too as well. Because here's my thing, right? The market dictates what's valuable, right? At the end of the day, everything is overvalued. Tesla's overvalued. Microsoft's over. All of this is propagated through money printing, right? So no one actually knows the real valuation
Yeah,
because if you're making $50 million a year, but your company is valued, it should be a 10x from the 50 million, but instead your company is valued 100x from the $50 million that you're actually cash flowing.
yeah,
That's what's happening today, right? So everything is overvalued. Nothing really makes sense because I think we're at the end of this sort of game of fiat, right? We're moving into something different. I don't know what that's going to be, but it's not going to be this similar model, right? Some people are saying Bitcoin, other people are saying it's going to be a version of stable coins like a CBDC. Some people are saying it's going to be bricks. There's
yeah,
multiple things that are happening simultaneously, right? Who's right, who's wrong? I guess only time will tell. I think we're going to go into a multi-reserve currency landscape where we'll have Bitcoin there. We'll still have the dollar decreasing in terms of its staple as the number one reserve currency. Then you have BRICS rising. You maybe have some other currencies that are emerging too as well, like the yen or something else that other people may be wanting to use. I don't know, right? But I think it's going to be a basket of people fighting for market share, and then after that period, the market will choose who the winner is,
yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah, the adoption of crypto will be a very interesting process. I think it will happen in the next maybe 5 to 6 years. The real adoption. Uh, I got my leaders in my mind, but I don't know. Maybe new will appear. Big companies, big traditional companies, maybe will try to heavily invest in the crypto world. I don't know. I'm not sure about it. But if you remember when the internet, when the first dot-com bubble burst, before maybe 16 years, 16, 208, no, 204, I think the dot-com bubble burst, and it was the same. A lot of different companies, all giving you the same idea.
Mm-hmm.
They died in a few months, and only the winners, only the winners stayed. And in the same time, the internet now is stronger than ever. That process was needed to clean the weak links and the big companies with real ideas to stand out. I think the same will happen in the crypto world. The big projects with real ideas will stand in front of it. Of course, that part with the memes, that part with the small tokens, where the people will try to win big bucks with small amount of money, they will always be there. That's part of the game. Always people will wait to win a huge money with just $100. That's
Yeah.
just part of the game. Yeah, there are such companies now even in the stock market,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the future of the crypto will be bright, and I believe in that. Let me tell you what we did in the last few months when you are missing, when you are doing your work. You said you are very, very busy too. Uh, we start to, first of all, what's our project? What's Sugar? We are trying to build an ecosystem where got a platform, Telegram bots, and Telegram app. We got a new Telegram app where we try to evaluate different call groups and different influencers. Over 60 are now on our platform. And in the same time, we try to evaluate not just them, but the tokens they are giving us as signals. We are gathering their profile pages of the influencers. We are trying to find their success rates, what's happening after every signal they give, how much time the tokens they give as a signal lives, what's happening in a few weeks, what's happening with those tokens in a few months, how they perform. And in the same time, we got now a new tool where you could click on the token too, and it's kind of a, when you click on the token, you could see on the token page who are the call groups from our platform who make
Oh
the signal
wow.
and how they affect the token, how they directly affect the token. In the same time, we are not trying just to give signals, but we are trying to give the people the information they need, because we are trying to find the trends, what's happening in the crypto world. We got such a big data because now we track around 3,000 tokens in the same moment. And when you got such a big data, it gives you a little bit different perspective of what's happening. You could see who is trending now. You could see what kind of memes are trending. In the moment, I see some revival of utility projects, of the smaller utility projects. They were kind of in a very bad spot before few months. Only memes were trending, but now I see just a little bit spark again on the utility of the small utility projects, not the big one, not Avalanche, not the Chainlink, the small utility projects. And
Why do you think that
that's
is?
what?
Why do you think that is?
Yeah,
That
because
there
I
is a
see a revival of a lot of good projects who were almost dead. They were almost dead, and now I see a lot of signals for such kind of projects. Before maybe 1-2 months, there were only memes, nothing else like a signal. Just
yeah.
dogs, just cats, some kind of squirrel. Yeah, you know, it
Yeah.
was very actually a very sad story about the poor squirrel, but they made it like a meme, and
Mm.
it was madness. Now I see just not a big revival, not the big spark of the utility projects and AI projects, but just a little bit starting to gain traction again. In the same time, what we are trying to do is not just that platform, but we visit Binance Blockchain Week in Dubai. Before it was on, let me, on 30th of October, I think, 30th of October, and we visit Ton, the gateway. It's
Mm.
a huge event on Ton blockchain. It was on 1st and 2nd of November. And why we got there? What was the point of that? We want to make some, how to say, some networking with big projects and try to exchange our experience with them, try to understand what is mm, what's the road ahead of them, and where they are going. What is the vision of those huge projects? Because on the blockchain, on the Binance blockchain, there were some of the biggest projects in the crypto world. We met with IOTA, with Chain, with some big marketing node. I'm sorry, with some big projects with huge market cap over a billion, and they were there with their stands. In the same time, we think that the Ton ecosystem, Telegram ecosystem, will be one of the main adoptions of in the future of the crypto, in the future of the
Oh, it's
of,
obvious. It's obvious.
yeah,
Like
it's obvious because Telegram,
base and ton because of the users, right? It's easy for them to onboard all the users
exactly,
they have. Yeah.
exactly. Telegram and Ton are like a symbiotes, and they're different. I would say different companies, but in the same time they are in perfect symbiotic relationship. The how to say, the algorithm of Telegram is different, a little bit different. It's not like an X algorithm where you post your project and it's hidden for the most of the people. They can't see you. Though in X are hidden algorithms who does not allow you to be shown on everyone. In the
Oh,
moment,
that's
Telegram
interesting.
does not have that. If you got a, let's say, channel or a group where you got 100K users, if you post something, every single one of them will see it. There is a little bit, how to say it, the main adoption for me in the crypto world will come from Telegram and Ton, just for that. Just for
Yeah.
that, and that's why we're trying to build our one of our how to say it, one of our big part of our vision is on Ton blockchain. We will expand there with our platform. We will make a section just for Ton blockchain, for their launch pads, for their new projects there that are launching. We will try to build our own how to say it, a tool where it's not just giving you all those signals, but it's like a DEX tool, something that you could check everything what's happening on a Ton blockchain. And I think a main part in the crypto revolution will come exactly from Telegram. In the moment, it's strong. It's very strong. Telegram community and the X community are what driving the crypto. They're driving the trends. They're showing what will be the next big thing. But like adoption, because when you open your Telegram, it's very easy to use. You could just click 2 clicks and you buy your crypto. You see our signal. You see what's happening. Just 2 clicks and you got it in your wallet. That's so easy and convenient that everyone in some point will adopt part of that, if you know what I mean.
What if I told you that $10 could change your life? At Helicode Academy, we're making it happen. For a limited time only, you can take courses like cybersecurity, technical writing, and Web3 marketing just for $10. We listened to hundreds of you, and your feedback inspired us to give you this huge discount. We know how life-changing these skills are, and now there's no excuse not to level up in tech. The clock is ticking. Don't miss your chance to master a high-level skill for the cost of your next meal. $10, new skills, endless opportunities. Start today at Helicode, and as always, see you, Space Cowboy.
Yeah, no, you make a lot of sense with the onboarding issues that we've been having in crypto. This would definitely alleviate that too as well. And I did see also MetaMask was introducing a pilot to where you can spend your crypto directly from MetaMask, right? And this is again going to increase adoption because then people will know, hey, when I on ramp, it's easy for me to off ramp to pay for goods and services, because that's the issue a lot of people have, why they're a little bit hesitant to get into crypto because of all these different stipulations. And I think Trump also wanted to introduce a bill too as well where it makes crypto non-taxable, right? It makes it property. Russia, I think, already signed a law that made crypto property, right? And so, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not sure do they sign it up, to be honest, but it's
In Russia.
possible.
No,
Yeah,
they did. They did. It
they
got
did.
signed, I
Oh, okay,
think,
okay.
in a few days. Yeah, just recently. It just got signed. It was first presented into the parliament, but then it got signed by Putin. So Putin says that there's no point in trying to stop or ban Bitcoin because nobody can stop it, right? It's decentralized. So he says might as well get with the program or get left behind. Just the reality.
Yeah, yeah,
And it makes things a lot much easier. Even here when I'm in West Africa, and there's a lot of annoyance. Like I have a friend, and he moves quite a bit of money back and forth doing import exports and international trade deals, and we're talking like upwards of like 1 million here, 500,000 here, and all the time freezing bank account, taking so long for the payment to go through, expenditures for the taxes that they take. When I say tax, I'm talking about the banks, not the actual government. You know, for the
Yeah,
fees,
yeah.
right? So it's just I'm just like, man, all this could be solved with just send crypto, you know. And it's so obvious, and he sees the value in it, but then he tries to convince the guys on the other end of the spectrum to see the value in it, but they just are so used to this old system and clinging to this old system, they can't see that this system is faster, cheaper, and it's more sovereign. You get your money quicker, cheaper. So what is the point then of still trading in the old system? Because the old system is dying off, as we're all kind of aware of it. That's why you're in crypto, right? Because you believe in the new system, right? Because the old system is dying off. So yeah, I think that it's very, very interesting, man. Like what you said, I really like Ton a lot. Why do you think Ton gets slept on a lot? Because I feel like a lot of people don't talk about Ton enough.
I am. I don't know. I don't have the answers because they don't understand the big potential of that. Before 1 year, maybe 1 year ago, Ton was nowhere. Ton was
Yeah.
just yeah. It was so small. Today, they are giving big funds for projects to build and develop on their chain. We will try to get some grants from them from what we are trying to build. We will try to build our own uh, tool for analysis, our inside trading. Just in the platform and our app, you'll be able to trade directly. Just click with your finger and you buy what you want from them. And our third point will be maybe some kind of a launch pad with all the data we gather, what's trending, what is going on, to help people to understand what is now the big trend. And all that data we gather, we will try to make it as a launch pad. And Ton allows you to build that and to show it in Telegram, to show it on that huge user base. And in the same time, I think we'll our other goal is to make our own wallet. Our own wallet. It's not so hard, where you'll be able to use your funds easy, very very easy with off ramp, on ramp, invest where you want to, buy what you want to, make your research and find those tokens you like, and all that just inside your Telegram, just inside your Telegram app on your phone for a few minutes. And they are trying to turn society and Telegram in the same time because they are kind of connected with their own with their vision. Are trying to boost that, to show it to the people and to show how to make it easier. And I really love their idea. I really love where they're heading. And they're huge undervalued. Huge undervalued. I think Tony will be one of the. Well, it's very hard to understand how the people minds works. In the moment, Solana is so big because of all those scams and rug pulls and all those memes on Solana chain. That's the reason behind that huge volumes on Solana. And when you want to buy those rug pulls on Solana, you need to buy Solana first. That's the reason
Yeah.
Solana to be so huge in the moment. Ton
Yeah.
will be the same, but with the utilities they give to the people. If you want to use those utilities, you need to hold Ton. So for me, that will be one of the reasons that Ton will be maybe in top 8, top 6, even top 6, because it depends. Is it a bull market? What's happening? All those stable coins and their market capitalization is connected with what part of the market is now. Is the bull run? Is the bear? So as a pure tokens, not the stables, maybe Ton will be one of the huge 5 on the top 5.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
exclude the stables.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that at all because Ton, it just seems so obvious. It just seems so obvious. But I just think people
Yes.
haven't caught on to it yet. Yeah, we'll see how high
Yeah,
it gets this cycle, and also just see in terms of adoption. I don't always try to focus on the prices and et cetera, even though I am also an investor too as well. Um, but it's nice because
yeah, yeah.
I've been investing in crypto for like 5 years now, so I'm just kind of sitting on my bags and just watching them go up and just like thinking about take profit strategies because I believe in this space. I've put all my time, energy, money, resources into this space because I want this to be the future. And when you want something to be the future, then you invest into that, right? Um, I'm so passionate about
Definitely.
this space. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm super passionate. That's why I like talking to people like you. It's just like-minded people who understand. I just understand this space so deeply and the technology itself and how it can help really solve problems on the ground in so many areas. Because I've traveled around, especially in Africa, it's almost imperative technology. It's almost a technology that's like it's imperative. Like it must be, because of the
Yeah,
financial sector that's been robbing Africa for however long, right? Since it's been set up. It's been set up to rob and exploit and to make things difficult for trade. It's all by design, right? So if I just talked to my friend. He was trying to get. He just did a job for somebody in a U.S. company. He's Nigerian, and just trying to get $100 over. It was so frustrating. He had to open up another bank account that was like a U.S. dollar account, and then so he had to drive into the city. It was just a whole complicated. Then he had to wait like another week and a half. Then finally they did the transfer. Then he had to wait another 3 to 5 business days for it to arrive, and end up arriving like after a week. So it took like 3 weeks to get the money. You get me? Like that stops progress
yeah,
because
yeah.
the faster we're able to get money and accelerate the exchange of hands of money, the quicker our economies will be because people get money faster, they spend the money faster into businesses, right? So everything will speed up in terms of economic development.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So,
You
yeah,
said
it's
something very interesting. You said
tell me.
something very interesting. You talk about adoption. The adoption of those blockchains will be the thing that will affect the price most. You said yes, the price is important, but adoption is more important. Uh, Crypto works like that. When you got the adoption, the price goes up because all those layer one blockchains are uh, very, 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 how to say it, they're connected, very hard connected with their adoption and with their ecosystem. What is building on their ecosystem? Because every single thing that you use on that ecosystem need that coin, that layer one coin. So that's the reason why the adoption will affect the price very big, in a very big way, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, yeah, I do. I do. It's just sometimes when I see that there is maybe some semblance of adoption in some of these chains, but the price action maybe doesn't reflect, or it takes longer to reflect.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
maybe
Sometimes
it
it
depends.
takes longer. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it maybe depends also on the KPIs. I mean, I just look at Solana, like you said, Solana is blowing up because of the meme coin, and also it's the ease of use and ease to launch projects, right? Those are the reasons, right? It's easy, it's very user friendly, very cheap, and very easy
Yes.
to launch a meme coin, right? So even me, I've launched a meme coin on Solana. So,
Yeah.
so it's and can do it literally in a few hours. That's how fast it is. You
Yeah.
just don't need that much time to get everything done. And so yeah, so it's very very interesting to see where do you see the price action of Bitcoin going in the next 6 to 12 months, and when do you think that, or do you think that this is a super cycle? How are you seeing the market itself in the next 6 to 18 months ish? Are you seeing a super cycle? Do you think that we're gonna have a blow off top? Do you think that it's going to be Q1 and everything's just gonna crash at the Q1? Because some people are saying that too as well. That it's going to be quicker to crash than normal cycles. How are you looking at the market?
That's very close to a financial advice.
just
I'm not
your
sure
opinion.
how.
Yeah,
Uh,
just your opinion.
yeah,
The Web3 industry is booming, companies are growing fast, but a global talent shortage is holding them back. Helicode Academy addresses these challenges by presenting online education to Africans and people in the global south. Africa, with 70% of its population under age 30, has immense potential but struggles with unemployment. Meanwhile, the global north faces labor challenges, driving demand for outsourced talent. With over 500 million internet users by 2023, Africa's growing internet connectivity allows its workforce to compete globally. Unlike traditional universities, Helicode is 100% online and teaches you on the skill sets that employers actually want, such as technical writing, cybersecurity, and smart contract development. Other platforms rely on general instructors, but our courses are taught by experienced Web3 professionals that know exactly what companies are looking for. You'll learn at your own pace, from anywhere, without the high cost of university. Plus, we don't just teach. You'll work on real projects and get access to our job placement services, which will help you land a remote role with global companies. Why stop at education? We will empower you to become an entrepreneur, build solutions, and create opportunities for your community. Helicode Academy is now accepting applications for January 2025 cohort with a special discount. This is more than an opportunity. It's a mission to tackle unemployment, transform Africa, and position the Global South as leaders in the Web3 economy. The Web3 revolution is here, and Africa is ready to lead. Join Helicode Academy to become an expert and a pioneer. Reserve your spot today for this next cohort. And as always, see you, Space Cowboy.
yeah. That's my opinion is that 2025 will be big for the crypto. Maybe first Q1 and Q2 will be big, and then maybe we'll see some retraction. But I'm not sure about it because there's a lot of things that are a little bit different now, and I don't know where it will go. If you like those risky moves, maybe some of the people could try to, how to say it, you will never be able to hit the absolute top and the absolute bottom, never, in
Yeah.
your investment, never. It's impossible. To make that, you need to be those guys who manipulate the price. Only they
True.
could hit the top and the bottom. Those guys
True.
who, those big whales, those big Ethereum and Bitcoin whales who manipulations are hitting the tops and the bottoms. But if
Yeah.
you're just a regular guy like us, well, just ride the wave. Just take the best. It will be science when there is a reversal. Definitely will be
Yeah.
science. But I think we didn't hit the top yet. I think we got at least 6 more months of some nice things in the crypto world. And for me, next 5 years will be huge. Next five
Oh,
years will be huge for the crypto
oh, for
in
sure. I mean, it's
adoption.
obvious.
Yeah, and that's why
Yeah.
we are trying to build. That's why we're trying to build our project. That's what we are trying to do. I see a lot of potential for trading tools because uh, one thing is a constant. It doesn't matter what's trending. It doesn't matter what's happening in the crypto world. There always will be a trade, and there always will be a hunger for analysis. And that's what we are trying to do. We try to get in that niche. We are trying to get those in the next year. Probably we will see a huge volume of trading. $1 billion will be traded. I am not even talking about the fake market makers because that's something very regular in the crypto world. Fake market makers, in the especially on Solana, you see some
Yeah.
huge fake volumes, but that's a different topic for different conversation. But in the same time, I think a lot of people will actually try to trade to make their first steps in the trading, and that's where we're heading. So I think it will be big. Next year will be very, very good for us.
Yeah. It almost feels
And
like the
that's the
stars are
part,
aligning.
yeah.
Yeah. Like
And
everything's working,
that's
bro.
why yeah, what?
I said everything's aligning like perfectly. You know, from the presidential election is pro crypto, to the ETFs got approved, to everyone's becoming favorable to crypto, to the corporations getting involved and putting it in the treasury, to nation states now getting like it almost
Yes.
seems like you know it almost feels like how can we lose in
It
2025?
will be huge. Yeah, I think the potential of the crypto market, of the whole crypto market, could reach $10 trillion, maybe even higher before it starts to fall off. And then I think it will be a lot of different. Then I think it will be after the next 5 years. I think the crypto will be something like the stock market, not so volatile, not with such a big opportunities, but in the same time a little bit more secure. A place where you could invest your money and try to sleep in the night, not waking up in every 2 hours and trying to
Yeah,
figure out what's happening. Yeah, um,
I
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think
We will
I,
see.
I think one thing too that I think people don't take into account is the fact that crypto's 24/7. So it's always going to be more volatile than the stock market, right? And also it's
Yeah.
globally accessible. It's not regulated, globally accessible. Anybody can get in and get out whenever they want to. So because of those reasons, I think the volatility will go it will be less, but the volatility index will always be higher than the stock market in my opinion because it's 24/7.
Yes. Yes, but if the Bitcoin become a $10 trillion capitalization, you need a huge volume of currency, a huge volume of dollars to change something, and that will lower its volatility because that huge market cap of 10 of trillions, it change how every single of the people are affecting it. It how it works. The bigger you get, it's harder to be affected on the both sides, upper and downside. That's the math.
Yeah, I agree 100% for sure. And I just want to ask you a bit about updates with Shield Guard. So, where are you guys at in terms of development, and
Yeah,
how are you guys
just to
trying to
get.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. And how are you guys trying to position yourselves for 2025? What are the latest on you guys in terms of updates and your positioning for 2025?
Yes, we got some huge ideas. We apply for grants on a few chains because we think our analytic tool will be needed not just on Ethereum. At the moment, we are actually tracking Ethereum, BNB, Sui, Tron, Ton, and Base chains. But we want to make something even bigger. We want to make dedicated sections for most of those chains, especially for Ton. As I said, our big focus will be on Ton. We got some connections with Ton Society on our blockchain events. I hope we will get some nice help from there. And we will try to make those dedicated sections where we analyze launchpads. We got our own wallet where you could make inside trading just in our platform because you could trade now with us, but we use our partners. We got a partners, Dex, who is our partner, and we want to make even to make it even easier and simple, just with one click, not to get on outside pages, just in our app and in our platform, just to click to buy, to sell, to make whatever you want. And in the same time, you want to add some big, how TradeView works.
Yeah.
We want to build that for a Ton blockchain with all the analytic tools, with all those MSIs, with all those indicators, and it will help people to analyze a little bit better. And in the same time, all that data we gather, because we gather a huge data at the moment, we will try to integrate it in our AI, that we will try to not built, but some of the AIs got open source and you could use part of them. And we will use to analyze all those signals and all those contracts, what is getting in, what's trending like a name now. We got some algorithms that will add, and those algorithms will show you tokens that are probably will trend very soon. with all the data we gather. Other part for Sugarcard is to expand with our own nodes to the blockchain. That means we will be not affected by the requests. We will got unlimited requests to the blockchain, and we will try to build that for Ethereum and for Ton blockchains. And maybe if we are in talks with some other big blockchains now, and if we close the deals there, we will be able to make nodes for them too, where will give us infinite requests, and we will be able to simplify the trading and analysis there. We will be not limited by anything, if you know what I mean. If you got questions, feel free to ask, because some things are kind of obvious for me, but not for our listeners.
Yeah.
You know.
I was curious about the revenue model.
Yeah, the revenue model is in three different directions. Oh, just to not forget something very important too. On our Ton ecosystem, we will giving some rewards for engagement. That's the next big things in the crypto. You know, our app will be able to earn rewards, and we are trying to make partnerships with other projects that will be able to airdrop you even from their projects just for engagement on our app, on our Telegram application, and it will be huge. It will be huge. It's a game changer. That's part of the future. You got engagement. You are trying to learn something new, and you got rewards for that. I don't know
Yeah.
what could be better for the users.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what you start to ask me? Sorry, I just
No, that
went.
that was it. I wanted to just know about the revenue model.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah.
that was yeah.
Other part of the revenue will be our inside trading. So all the bots are using now is taking 1% of the users when they make transaction. They take 1% of that and use it for development and for reinvesting. We will see how we will make it best for our users. Maybe half of percent, something like that, something very, very small that will be not filled by the users. But when you got, let's say, 100K users, it will be big for our project, and it will help us to develop. In the same time, our platform is totally free now, but we will make some premium plans for our own Ethereum token. We got Ethereum token, as you know, SGT, that if you hold it, you'll be unlocked some of the features of our platform. We got some pretty good ideas what features to include. That will be not how to say it. You'll be able to make all the basic stuff free always. You'll always be able to make to be free the basic stuff, trading, analysis, and so on and so on. But we got some very nice ideas how to make the premium plans good for the users. Just by holding some small portion of HGT, you will be able to unlock a lot of more utilities. That's other part of our revenue. And of course, the third part is to advertise each other with other partners and other projects. Because as you know, we are a platform where we give analytic tools, they are giving signals, and you could use it as an advertising tool, and big one. We
Yeah.
got a lot of revenue models that will be working, but we hope everything looks perfect to fit perfect together, because our plan is not just build that, build this, build something, whatever. We are trying to upgrade every step of our tool. We got analysis, more chains now. We are trying to implement the trading, inside trading, our own wallet, our own nodes for the blockchain. We will see. Do we gonna? It depends. If you got some grants from different foundations, our APIs will be free to use open source for the other projects. If we need to invest in them by ourselves, it could be paid. Let's say CoinMarketCap now are selling their APIs to the nodes. That's one of their marketing strategy. but some are giving them for free. It depends. It depends on a lot of things, but that's part of a revenue system too. Maybe it will be
Awesome.
part of the premium plans to use our APIs for free.
Where can people find Shieldguard online, and where can they find you and speak to you too as well online?
Well, sugar.com is our platform, sugar.com. You could see our Telegram, our Twitters in the team section. They could always reach me in my Telegram. I'm almost 20 hours per day online. And if they want, if they got questions, if they want to collaborate with us, we are always open-minded for like-minded individuals just like you. And we will be very glad to get reached from those people who want to learn something, to share their opinion, to share ideas, to build maybe something together, because we are not just a tunnel vision focused. We try to change our perception in the crypto world and trying to learn new things all the time. I think that's very
Awesome.
important.
Awesome. Nick, I think we'll leave it off there for now, man. I gotta get prepared for this other meeting. I just seen now. So dude, I just want to say thank you again for coming on, man. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and I'm hoping when I'm back over on the east side. I don't know if you're on the east side still, but if you are,
Yeah,
I would love to link up. Maybe have a drink or something, a coffee or
yeah,
something, tea or
definitely. We
something.
could make some live podcast with some
Yeah,
coffee, with some nice chill talks. It will be great, mate.
yeah, I
And
would love that
thank you
too as
for
well.
your invitation. I'm always happy to talk with people who are actually understanding how crypto works, and to share ideas, share visions, and it's big for me. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you, Nick, man. So this concludes then this episode of the Mooncast, man, and peace.